So hello everyone. In this video, we'll see about access modifiers in Java. What does they mean? Access modifiers are the keywords in Java that are used to control the visibility or the access of class, variable, method, and constructor. What does it mean? It means access modifiers will control whether one class can access the variable or method of another class or not, or it can be accessed within a class, or what all these things. So access modifiers are responsible, or they decide who can use what. For example, you have public int age. I told you this public is a access modifier. This means that it can be public means it is accessible to all, and it can be accessed by anyone or everyone from anywhere within a class, outside the class, in a package, outside the package. So public is the one that is the least secure, I will say, because anyone can access this. And this age, is a variable and it is a data type. So let's proceed further. Why do we need access modifiers? Some data you want to keep public. In your real life also, you want to keep some data public, something private, and something hidden. For those purpose only, in programming we need access modifiers. And for example, when you go to your ATM machine to withdraw some of the cash or something, you want your balance should be private, it should not be visible to anyone, but withdraw method is public, anyone can withdraw from their bank account, but your account balance is visible to you only, not to others. Okay, but anyone can withdraw from the same ATM machine. So this can be one of the good example. And what does these access modifiers do? They improve security. If you will use private or protected instead of public, then the security will get improved. You get better control over your code. Also, we'll see in later videos about encapsulation, then you will be able to better understand. And for code safety, basically, we have four access modifiers. First is public, then is private, other is protected, and last is default or no keyword. Whenever you will declare something as int a, this variable, you have not defined anything before this, any access modifier. This means this is a default access modifier. Okay. Now, first of all, we'll discuss about public access modifier. If something is public, it can be accessed from anywhere or everywhere. For example, you are creating this class as public and this variable age as public. So any class can access this age. For example, we have public parks, everyone can enter there. So this is one of the example of public access modifier. Okay, this is just a simple thing. You need not to get into much depth of it. Next is private access modifier. If something is private, it can be accessed only inside the same class. If you, for example, whenever we'll see something related to class object, then we'll discuss them in detail. Like for example, we have a package 1 and we have a package 2. In package 1, we have say class A and class B. And in package 2, let's say we have class X and class Y. Okay. So if you make something as private inside this class, if you make this private marks variable as private, for example, this is your class A and you have made this marks variable private in class A. So it can be accessed only inside class A. Even class B cannot access this uh, variable being in same package, but still class B won't be able to access this because it is private. But if you have it as public, then what would have happened? Class A can access this, class B, even other package classes, class X and class Y can also access this public one. So that's why told you this is the least secure. But when it comes to private, this is better for security as compared to public one. Okay, and here only student class can use this marks variable, none of the other class. Outside class it is not allowed. For example, if you want to see some real life example, in your bedroom only owner can enter. If you are the owner of that room, you can only enter, none of the other random person from your street will come and access your room or enter your room, right? Protected access modifier. This sometimes you will get confused with, but whenever we'll see OOPS concept, these all topics will get clear there. If something is protected, then it can be accessed inside same package, and outside package you have to access it through inheritance. We'll see this inheritance concept. It is also in OOPS. The one we see encapsulation, it was also from OOPS. So these things we'll discuss there also. So now if you made this, now same example, say package 1 and package 2 we have. Here we have class A and class B. Here we have class X and class Y. Now what you did, you made a variables protected in class A. Okay, so who can access that? This class B can access because it is in same package. But can class X and Y access it? Yes. But how? For that, you need concept of inheritance that we will see in future videos. Now, default access modifier. It is also package private. It will be accessible inside one package only. If you have package one, you and it has multiple classes inside that package only, you can access, not in another package or outside package. Okay. When no modifier is written, this means that is default. For example, this we haven't mentioned public, private, protected. So this is default. Okay. And accessible only inside same package. Outside package, it's not allowed. For example, office access to only office staff, none of the other random street people. Okay. Now this table is very, very important. Mark it as very, very important. You can, if you want to learn whole concept, then this table is enough for you. For example, let's proceed with one by one. This is the public modifier. Okay. You know public can be accessible in same class? Yes. In same package? Yes. Subclasses or other packages? Yes. Other packages? Yes. So for example, we'll understand it better by this is package 1 and this is package 2. Again, same example. This is class A and class B. This is class X and this is class Y. Now, if you have a public modifier in class A, so you can access it in class A, B, X, and Y all. So that's why we have marked them as yes. But if you make some variable, for example, private in class A, so you can access that in same class? Yes. But can you access that in class B? I told you no. If you have made that private, so you can't access it in even in same package. So here we have no. Can it be accessed in subclasses? No, because private one that is for if you have made that for class A, you can access that only in class A and neither in other packages. Okay. Then we comes for protected. Protected we can access in same package, same class, but in same package we can access it. But for other packages you have to use inheritance, right? I told you. So we'll see about this inheritance in OOPS concept later. But can this be accessed in other packages? No. Other subclasses you can access using inheritance, but not in other packages. So I might have confused you above, but this table is the correct one. I am telling you if something is protected and you want to use that in other package, then that is not possible. But in subclasses, it's possible. Not in other package. This is the different package. You can't use it in package 2. I might have told you wrong this there. Yeah. So in package 2 here, and it's about protected, not in package 2. You can't access in package 2. But if you have subclasses in the same package, package 1, then you can access them using inheritance. Okay. Package 1 like class A and class B. Inheritance concept like class C extending the class say A. This way you can access. This is inheritance and this can be done in the same package, not in another package. So sorry for that confusion. Now for default, you can access that in same class, same package, but not in other classes and other packages. And this is extremely important for interviews. By heart, revise it and remember it. Now example of public. We have seen we have made this public in text. It is accessible from everywhere. For this private, you have seen we can use this inside this class demo class. So we have created a show method and we can use this salary and print. It will give us output as whatever the value salary has. Okay, for protected, child class can access it through inheritance, but other packages class don't. So don't get confused here. I initially told it wrong. Sorry for that. So, but now you got my point. And default, you didn't mention anything and it's accessible in same package only. Now, access modifiers for class, method, variables. We have seen that, right? So only two are allowed at top level, that is public and default. But you can't make a class private or protected, that we already know. Okay, we have seen the public class is right, but we can't make class. This is Java rule that protected and private classes can't be allowed because they are at top level. If you see public, private, protected, default, these four can be used for any of the method or variable. Inside a class, if you have any method variable, you can make it either public, protected, private, or default, anything you want. And for example, if we see encapsulation we'll see in complete detail during our OOPS lecture. But here for an idea, let's make this balance as private, but this method as public, and this is accessing this balance. So what we are doing here, we are protecting our data. User should not directly change balance. User don't want to change it, or for now you won't go into this encapsulation concept. I'll tell you this in later videos. Now, common mistakes what students can make. They can use the class with the private keyword, and that is not allowed. Try to access private variable outside a class. For example, this is a class 1 and we have a class 2. Okay, in class 1, you have created, so for example, you have the object of class 1 as obj, and here you have a variable salary. Okay, then you tried to access, and this salary is private. Okay, and you tried to access this private salary in class 2. This is the biggest mistake if you try to access it using object 1 dot salary, but that is not allowed because it is private, and private cannot be accessed in another classes. Even if they have same package also, they can't be accessed in the other class. Okay, and sometimes people get confused in default and protected, but now I think everything is clear so far. So last super short revision is access modifiers basically controls the visibility. Like public is accessible from anywhere. Private, we have seen that it is accessible only in the same class, neither in other package or subclasses or something. Protected, it is accessible in same class. If you want to access it in subclasses, you can use inheritance, which we will see in later videos. And default is also package private. Okay, public everywhere, private same class only, protected package plus inheritance, default same package only. And top level classes which we have, they can be only private and default, but they can't be, they can be public and default, they can't be private and protected. This is Java rule. And private helps security used in encapsulation. So one line answer is access modifiers are used to control access of class members in Java. What are class members? Class members are variables, methods, and all. Okay, whatever you are writing in that class. So this was all about this video. Let's proceed with another topic in next video. Thanks all. Bye bye. If you have some suggestions, please feel free to reach out to me in the comment section. And if you like this video or if you are liking my playlist, please do subscribe my channel and watch them and gain some knowledge. Thanks.